Hi, good morning. This is Susan Von Tobel. It's August 25th, 2021. So it's been quite a while since the pandemic got started, and I haven't recorded for a while. But I wanted to talk to you this morning, see how everyone's doing. I went to bed last night and I realized I had this kind of awakening or insight that nothing is real. I know that's kind of shocking, isn't it? How can nothing be real? I mean, we can touch things, we see things, we hear things, we see things. So, how can I say nothing is real? Well, the thing to me, the truth of who I am, is my soul. And it's the being, it's our awareness. So if you look out at something and you are aware of seeing, you are the seer. That's who you really are. And for, I won't say how many years, but a lot of years, I recognized myself as my thoughts. So I would beat myself up in my thoughts. I would praise myself in my thoughts. I'd want more from myself. I was never satisfied with how I was in the world. So how can we have thoughts that are so varying and so different? It's based on our ego, and our ego is here to protect us. So if we're in a situation where we feel threatened, then the ego comes up and starts to give us a story. It could be a repetitive story, something that we've had from our childhood, or it could be something that's happening now, a fear of the unknown. And we certainly have known that experience this last year and a half, and even today. We don't know what's ahead, and the world looks like it's falling apart. But what's happening to me and to you? We are our soul. And based on your religion and what your beliefs are, you may not agree that I believe our soul lives forever. So I was raised Catholic, and I was taught that your soul goes to heaven or not, depending on the kind of person you were while you were here. But I believe that our soul exists always. So our soul existed before it entered this body, this particular body, and it will exist after death. The only thing that dies is our body. So even looking at our body in other people's human form, we realize it's not really real. It's real for this moment in time, but what's really real is our essence. And if we can start to look at other people as their essence, then we feel more of a connection with other people, not so separate. But first it has to start with us, and we have to start to realize that we are this person. We are this soul. And our soul is here to have experiences in this life. And maybe the soul will come back or choose to come back in another life and have other experiences. But the soul always comes in at different levels. So at each level, we learn and we grow and we mature and we realize our essence, and we realize through spirituality what our true self really is. And when we discover our true self, then there is nothing else. Everyone has a true self, and we are all united with this one soul, the soul that comes from the universal energy of life. So we're not alone, even though we look like we are, and we probably most of us feel like we are, but we're really united in this way. And the soul is pure love. So if you just open to this possibility then your life can change. You can't go after it. You can't study it. You can't do anything to get it. It's just opening to this possibility in your mind. And when you have thoughts go through your mind, try and just allow them, but don't act on them. And don't believe them. That's the hard part. Because if it tells you something about what's happening in the world, or it tells you what's going on with another person, or something about yourself, and you latch on to that, then you're sliding down a slippery slope. So know that you're more than your mind. You're more than your emotions. And this soul that you have within you is, I can't say enjoying these experiences, but is searching for new experiences too. So allow the emotions, allow the thoughts to come, and just let them go. Just say, oh, there's that thought again. And I'm not 100% perfect with this either. We are human. So it's a growing and it's a challenge. And if we can stay aware of what our thoughts are, that really helps. Just notice what you're thinking about yourself or about the world. And just say, oh, that's interesting. You don't have to buy it or believe it or create a whole story about it. Just let it be. And when you have emotions where you feel angry or sad or scared, just let yourself feel it. I would get scared of the feelings. And so then you have fear on fear and you don't know how to get out of it. So I try to allow the feelings just like I do the thoughts and just notice how it feels in my body. And I found that when I do that, the emotion kind of dissipates. Maybe it just needs a little attention. Don't try and run from it or explain it away. Just feel it in your body. Oh, okay, that's what anger feels like. That's what fear feels like. Where is it in my body? Is it different than sadness? Just kind of notice and be inquisitive about it, I guess. So I know this is really new and it sounds really foreign. The first time I heard this through my teacher, Gangaji, I don't know, there was something really enlightening to me about it. And I was really drawn into her words. And you can find her on the internet if you're interested. And there's other spiritual teachers as well that are all over YouTube. So I'm not saying this out of my own mind. I've studied other people and listened to other spiritual leaders. So this doesn't come from me, really. This comes from a deeper spirituality that I've been following. So I wish you all well. I'll try and do some more videos to see if I can explain it a little bit better. But you're welcome to write a comment below the video if you want, and I hope you will follow me. I have other videos on here too about spirituality. It's a crazy world right now, and I like to know what's going on, and I'm concerned, and I would like to do more, I guess. But I'm finding that just having love in your heart goes a long way to establishing peace in our own little world, and then hopefully in the world, the bigger world, the greater world. So I wish you peace. Know that your soul is peace, and that peace is always there. It's just covered up by a lot of things, a lot of emotions and thoughts, but it's always there. And if you can ever just sit still for a couple of minutes and just realize who's looking out at the world. It's not your eyes, it's your being. And that being is you. That's your true self. So take care, be healthy. I love you all.